I think I'll start my quotes for you because I think you're going to go deep with these. So, but I added something
Great.
without your knowledge. So I have a profile picture of this person. So I'll share the
Nice.
screen. So let me go to my image files. So here we go. So this is J. Krishnamurti. So he has a lot of
Nice.
great quotes. So
Outstanding.
yeah. So
When when you
here we
have
go.
Krishna in your name, you can never go wrong. Love Lord Krishna, Vasudev, Jai Vasudev, Bhagavan, Lord Krishna, greatest of all time.
Yeah, so I thought I would get your thoughts on his quotes, but let me see. Let me go to him. I have a profile of him. He's quite an interesting guy. So
Nice.
uh, G.D. Krishnamurti. He was born 1895 to 1986. He was an Indian speaker, writer, and philosopher who became one of the most unique spiritual voices of the 20th century. Unlike traditional religious figures, he rejected the role of guru, refused followers, and consistently urged people to look inward rather than rely on external authority. Who he
Great.
was. He was the world teacher who walked away. Born into a Brahmin family in South India, Krishnamurti's life took a radical turn in 1909 when he was discovered on a beach near Chennai by leaders of the Philosophical Society. They believed the 14-year-old boy was destined to be the world teacher, a Masonic figure foretold to bring enlightenment to humanity. They adopted him, took him to England, and spent nearly 2 decades preparing him to lead a global spiritual movement called the Order of the Star in the East. Then came 1929, and a move that shocked his sponsors and thousands of followers worldwide. Krishnamurti dissolved the entire organization. He gave away its massive wealth and land and holdings and declared, I maintain the truth is a pathless land, and you cannot approach it by any path whatsoever, by any religion, by any sect. He walked away from the throne built for him to spend the next 60 years traveling the world, speaking to small groups and massive crowds alike, but always as an equal, not a master. Why he's important? Krishnamurti stands out in modern philosophy and spirituality for a few reasons. Um, Radical rejection of authority at a time when spiritual seeking usually meant joining an ashram, adopting a tradition or a following. He was a charismatic leader. Krishnamurti insisted that no guru, dogma, or scripture can give you truth. He argued that organized belief systems actually blind us by giving us prepackaged ideas instead of direct experience.
True.
2, he had a focus on mindful observation rather than teaching complex meditation techniques or rituals. He advocated for choiceless awareness, observing one's thoughts, fears, and conditioning without judgment. He showed that true psychological freedom comes from understanding the mechanisms of your own mind in real time, not from suppressing thoughts or practicing routines. Krishnamurti believed that political systems, treaties, and social reforms would always fail to bring lasting peace unless the individual changed internally, because society is merely a reflection of human relationships. Ending global division and violence requires each person to break free from their own greed, fear, and nationalism. His thought resonated far beyond spiritual circles. He held deep recorded dialogues with leading philosophical physicists like David Bohm, prominent psychological thinkers and educators worldwide. He also founded several holistic, non-traditional schools in India, the US, and the UK, focused on nurturing total human development rather than mere academic competition. So the takeaway, Krishnamurti's ultimate contribution was pointing the mirror back at the seeker. He didn't offer a map to the spiritual truth. He insisted that you are the teacher, the student, and the path itself. So That's who I have for you tonight.
Welcome to the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, the #1 yoga community on SKOOL. Inside, you'll get unlimited access to live weekly Kriya Yoga classes, soul talks live from a Thailand beach, live Kriya Yoga satsangs, bi-monthly full moon and new moon holy fires, 500 plus on-demand videos, and you get it all for only $200. One-time payment, lifetime access. Go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass and join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass today. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Inside the Kriya Yoga shop, you'll discover 108 Raksha beads and Vedgari Moksha's divine hand-painted artwork on t-shirts, notebooks, tumblers, and canvases for Kali, Samadhi, Shiva and Shakti, Babaji on the fire, Lord Ganesha, the 7 chakras, the Sri Yantra, Enlightened Vedguru Dev, the Holy Yagna Fire, Shanmukhi Mudra. If this artwork represents your soul, visit kriyayogashop.com. 10 divine quotes from Sri Krishnamurti, right?
Yes. Yeah, Krishnamurti. Or yes.
Sri J. Krishnamurti. That's
yes.
a mouthful.
It is.
But they all are a mouthful. Who sent this one in?
Moi. I discovered him.
Oh,
so
great.
Yeah, I just asked. So I don't know. I just leave everything up to intuition now, and I just I need somebody to do quotes on, and he just popped into my feed, and I'm like, that's it. So I'm just following my intuition. So he's who I have this week.
Well, let's go through all 10 J. Krishnamurti quotes, and I'll break them down one by one.
Sounds great. Number 1, freedom and love go together. Love is not a reaction. If I love you because you love me, that is mere trade, a thing to be bought in the market. It is not love. To love is not to ask anything in return, not even to feel that you are giving something. And it is only such love that can know freedom. 2, the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 3, when you call yourself an Indian or a Muslim or a Christian or a European or anything else, you are being violent because you are separating yourself from the rest of mankind. 4, you want to be transformed, but you don't want to change. 5, do you want to know what my secret is? You see, I don't mind what happens. 6, meditation is not a means to an end. It is both the means and the end. 7, I am speaking to you. You are listening to me. If you are comparing what I am saying with what you already know, you are not listening. 8, to be alone is to be whole and not isolated. Isolation is the product of fear. Aloneness is the freedom from all influence. 9, sorrow comes when you want things to be other than what they are. 10, life is a continuous process of dying to the past so that the present can bloom. So those are my 10 quotes for you.
Nice. 10 divine quotes from J. Krishnamurti, sent in by our beloved VGM, Vedgari Moksha, interpreted by VGD, Vedguru Dev.
Yeah.
So let's make the donuts. Number 1.
Number 1. So excited for this. Number 1, freedom and love go together. Love is not a reaction. If I love you because you love me, that is a mere trade, a thing to be bought in the market. It is not love. To love is not to ask anything in return, not even to feel that you are giving something. And it is only such love that can know freedom. So
I like to say I'm a nuclear power plant of unconditional love. I don't radiate love because I'm getting some kind of reward or I have some kind of desire or I want some kind of results. Love is my true inner nature, and I want my unconditional love to be my North Star, my guiding light, no matter what happens in this world. So I'm not trying to seek people's approval, being a nuclear power plant of unconditional love. It's just my true nature. And I'm letting unconditional love be my North Star, my guiding light. And this, as a byproduct, gives me freedom, moksha, liberation. as a byproduct. It's not like something I'm seeking or I'm looking for. I'm just being my true, authentic self. A nuclear power plant of unconditional love out here in the universe. And I'm not doing it to get any reward or results or benefits. I'm just doing it because that is my true nature. I let love, unconditional love, be my North Star and my guiding light, and carry it where it must. And I'm not trying to seek other people's approval or permission. I'm just trying to be my true, authentic self. And be a nuclear power plant of unconditional love. Like my guru said before, love is not 5 beans in your hand. Love is unlimited. So I give it wholeheartedly. You get love, you get love, you get love, you get love. All beings on all planes of existence, loka samasta sukino bhavantu, everybody everywhere. I don't care what your form is. I'm sending love your way. I'm sending transmuting, healing, loving energy your way wherever you're at. you know? So be a nuclear power plant of unconditional love. Love as many people as you can. Don't clutch your pearls tightly and say, I only got this many beans of love. I can't give it away. I'm not going to have any beans. Be a nuclear power plant regenerating love every second of every day.
Yes.
I give all my love away. You get it. Love is unlimited. Everybody gets love no matter where you're at. So be a nuclear power plant of unconditional love, and you'll be free as possible. Be free out there, my friends.
Yeah. It's the best kind of love. Number two, the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. Hmm.
Yeah, very profound. In Kriya Yoga, we always say be the detached witness. We're the observer. We look at our own life on the stage of the Maya delusional world as watching a movie from our seat in the audience. I don't even think I'm an actor in my own movie. I'm the detached witness. I'm
Yeah.
just watching the pictures on the screen pass by. I have no dog in my own fight. I don't think any of this is reality. I'm the detached witness. I'm the observer. I just watch from a distance and see what happens and laugh at this Maya delusional world like the joke it is. Ah ha ha, this is the most funny comedy movie I've ever seen in my life. It's so funny. This Maya delusional world. Let me tell you what's really going on in reality. No thanks. I don't want
No
your
thanks.
reality becoming my reality. I don't want your movie becoming my movie or your karma becoming my karma. And I let the movie happen the way it happens. I'm not trying to change the ending. I'm just trying to navigate my way around this Maya delusional world like everybody else. I'm feeling my way around in the dark like everybody else. I'm always a house under construction. I don't have the secrets of the universe. And I'm skeptical of people who do say they have the secrets of the
Yeah.
universe.
How do you
How
know?
could you know? I'm just trying to do my best with the cards I got in the present moment. So, and a good way to navigate this world as being the detached witness. That's what they always say. Detached witness, you know, separate some space and separation from you in the Maya delusional world out here and be the observer, the witness, as they always like to say, the
Yeah.
detached witness, watching from afar, not attached to any outcome or any results or rewards or anything, just watching, you know.
Yeah.
Same way you watch a movie. Oh, that's interesting. I was watching what's it called, House of Dragons. Oh, there's a dragon and he spits out fire and there's a war. All right, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I'm
Doesn't
entertained.
serve me in the present moment. I don't see none of that. I've never seen a dragon in the sky by my house, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's nice visual pictures to go by. But still, the detached witness, suspension of disbelief in the Maya delusional movie, so-called reality, and the fake movies on the screen. On the TV. So suspension of disbelief all around. You know,
Yeah.
can't verify it. Welcome to the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, the #1 yoga community on SKOOL. Inside, you'll get unlimited access to live weekly Kriya Yoga classes, soul talks live from a Thailand beach, live Kriya Yoga satsangs, bi-monthly full moon and new moon holy fires, 500 plus on-demand videos, and you get it all for only $200. One-time payment, lifetime access. Go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass and join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass today. Go to kriyayogashop.com. Inside the Kriya Yoga shop, you'll discover 108 Raksha beads and Vedgari Moksha's divine hand-painted artwork on t-shirts, notebooks, tumblers, and canvases for Kali, Samadhi, Shiva and Shakti, Babaji on the fire, Lord Ganesha, the 7 chakras, the Sri Yantra, Enlightened Vedguru Dev, the Holy Yagna Fire, Shanmukhi Mudra. If this artwork represents your soul, visit kriyayogashop.com.
Number 3 quote: when you call yourself an Indian or a Muslim or a Christian or a European or anything else, you are being violent because you are separating yourself from the rest of mankind. Wow.
Yeah, so when I was in the Himalayan mountains, we didn't see no separation. We were Kriya yogis, but we love sadhus, we love agoris, we love swamis, we love Buddhists, lamas, we love Sufis, we loved everybody. Christians, we loved them all. If you go to Lake Shrine SRF, which we were there a couple weeks ago, they have spiritual meditation gardens for all spiritual traditions, right? So we love them all. We don't see no separation. You know, my guru said famously, I've told the story before, if the Himalayan Yeti comes to us and he has inner divinity, then he is our brother. I don't care what he calls himself, how big his teeth are, how furry he is. You know, we love everybody. We don't see no separation. God everywhere and everything. Whatever your title, whatever your label, whatever your identity, if you're walking the spiritual path, you're walking the righteous path, then we love you wholeheartedly. We don't see
We
no
love you.
separation. I mean, I looked at my yogi brothers the same way I looked at my Lama brothers or my Agori brothers. I loved them all, you know? And that really gave me the higher perspective that God is everywhere and everything. So if you see everything a reflection of God, a mirror of God, or a reflection of yourself, then you have no judgment or no animosity to any spiritual traditions, you know? I always say, have a God of your own choosing. Whatever God makes you feel the best, that is the best God. Who am I to tell you what God is or what God did or what God ate for dinner? You know, have a God of your own choosing.
Yeah. Number 4 quote: you want to be transformed, but you don't want to change. Ah, right to the point. Hmm.
Yeah, short and sweet, the yogic way, right? So, yeah, many people want to get to the mountaintop, but they don't want to walk to the mountaintop, you know? They don't want to do the work, you know? But when you realize it all comes with it, then you enjoy the journey. You don't enjoy the destination. So it's all a process of transformation that gets you there, you know? It's not a microwave where you can push 30 seconds and you have a hot pocket come
Ding.
out and you eat it, right? It's a process, but the fruits and the benefits are in the journey that you get, right? You know, some of the most profound things are things I figured out and contemplated myself on my own journey, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's about the experience. It's not about the story. So like my guru said, we don't talk about Kriya yoga, we do Kriya yoga. So when you do something, you experience it and you start to get insights of the proper path for yourself. But it's not one size fits all. It's different for everybody. So find the proper path for yourself and you should be okay, you know? But yeah, it's all about transformation. And I like to say if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I'm a house always under construction. I'm always trying to feel my way around in the dark myself. It's a process, but this process never ends. That's why the Siddhas the famous medicine men they were always trying to find out ways and different potions and stuff to prolong their life. They're trying to go as far as they can with the tools they got before they reincarnate, or hopefully don't reincarnate. So I'm trying to maintain the process as long as I can and make as much progress as I can on the spiritual path and transform myself as much as possible. So if in the event I do go before the council of elders or something like that happens, I'll be so undeniable that they'll just not even
We
talk to
cannot
me,
deny
just
you.
open the pearly gates, you know?
Yes.
Vedguru Dev, why should we let you in the astral plane or heaven? Why should we open the pearly gates for you? I thought you never asked. See this Santa Claus list, the people I helped? Cue the sound effect, Vedguru Moksha. We were gonna look at this book, but hell on the book.
All right,
Just go in.
let's give it.
You know?
He earned
Do
it.
you really want to go through the book with me? Vedguru Dev in 1988, you ate a cheeseburger. Yeah, so what? Turn the page, you know? Look at
Turn the
all these
page.
people I helped, you know?
Yes.
So they're probably not even going to open the book. We got this book of everything you've done, but we're not going to waste our time. We're not going to waste your time. Just go in.
Vedguru Dev
You don't
cannot
want
be
to see
denied.
the Santa Claus list? We already seen it. We already know, you know? So
the endless
just
list.
get in there, you know? Get to
in
work,
there.
you know? So that's my process. I want to be so transformed that I'm so undeniable that I can't be denied, you know? I just assume my seat around the holy Yagna fire with all the ascended masters and get to work, you know? Collective energy, right?
Yeah, it'll be Vedguru
What's on
Dev.
the
Where have you
agenda
been?
today? There's a big fire in Pacific Palisades. We need to protect Lake Shrine. All right,
I'm
let's
there.
get to work collectively, right? Shield up, you know? So
Shields up.
I thought you'd never ask, you know? This is what I'm built for.
Yeah. You'll never stop helping, even in the astral world. You'll always be helping. It never ends. I love it.
Welcome to the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, the #1 yoga community on SKOOL. Inside you'll get unlimited access to live weekly Kriya Yoga classes, soul talks live from a Thailand beach, live Kriya Yoga satsangs, bi-monthly full moon and new moon holy fires, 500 plus on-demand videos, and you get it all for only $200. One-time payment, lifetime access. Go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass and join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass today. Go to kriyayogashop.com. Inside the Kriya Yoga shop, you'll discover 108 Raksha beads and Vedguru Moksha's divine hand-painted artwork on t-shirts, notebooks, tumblers, and canvases for Kali, Samadhi, Shiva and Shakti, Babaji on the fire, Lord Ganesha, the 7 chakras, the Sri Yantra, Enlightened Vedguru Dev, the Holy Yagna Fire, Shanmukhi Mudra. If this artwork represents your soul, visit kriyayogashop.com.
Moving on to the 5th quote. Do you want to know what my secret is? You see, I don't mind what happens. Ooh.
That is my secret too. I just go with the flow. I don't have no secrets. I just play with the cards I'm dealt. You know, when I wake up, I say, Babaji, how are you going to surprise me today? And he never disappoints. That's what we're doing today. Let's be a Kriya Yoga problem solver. Let's adjust accordingly. Let's pivot, change directions. Let's not be so rigid and stiff, right? My way or the highway. I have an open mind. Oh, you know, let's see what, you know, okay, we can't go in through the front door. Let's go in through the side door. Can't go there. Let's go in the back door. So let's always kind of figure out and solve problems. But as a yogi, I will always be fearless, right? So fearlessness is my religion. Hiding under the bed and fear and all these lower emotions ain't gonna do anything. My guru used to say wasted emotions. We're going up that mountain. How are we gonna go up that mountain? I'm gonna hide under my bed. That mountain is scary. It ain't gonna get you up the mountain. So we become problem solvers. We say, okay, let's put one foot in front of the other. That worked. That didn't work. Let's adjust accordingly. And, I thought that was going to work, but I have an open mind. Let's try it this way, Let's
Yeah.
go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. And then
The
if I'm
whole
not Z,
alphabet.
double Z and triple Z.
Yeah.
Let's keep going to something's got to work, So we just keep
Yeah.
trying and keep putting one foot in front of the other. So, yeah, that's my process. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
When people ask me, where am I going to be on the spiritual path in 5 years? I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to eat for dinner
Yeah.
tomorrow,
No
let alone 5
expectations.
years. I just go with the flow. These are the cards I'm dealt in the present moment. These are the cards I play with, and I just go with the flow. My
Yeah. Go
secret
with
is
the
I don't
flow.
have a secret. I just go with the flow.
Yeah. I have no secrets. That is my
I
secret.
have no secrets. I
Yeah.
just go with the flow.
Oh,
I
I think
adjust
I put that.
accordingly and solve problems.
Yeah. I think I'll put that in my pocket. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'm gonna put it in my pocket too.
Hmm.
What is your secret? I have no
I
secrets.
have no secrets. I go with the flow. Number 6, quote by J. Krishnamurti is meditation is not a means to an end. It is both the means and the end. Ooh, very profound. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Like meditation is a lifelong journey that you go to, and it gives you the fruits and benefits and the insights by taking the journey. It's not the end all be all. I like when they say in Kriya yoga, there is no beginning and there is no end. So we're not doing meditation to get any fruits or benefits. We're doing it because it helps us expose our inner self and realize our true inner potential. So I've never meditated like, if I meditate, I think I'm going to be president of the United States. I just don't, that's not my process. I just meditate because it makes me feel good and it gives me an opportunity to be alone with myself. My guru used to say, in meditation, we master our mind and we have tea with God in our crown chakra. So the world is so overwhelming and distracting and chaotic. Meditation gives you a chance to be alone with yourself and have tea with God and master your mind inside you as you. So, yeah, if you have the mindset that meditation is a lifelong journey and many lifelong journeys, then it becomes a profound thing and it becomes you. It's not like this, I meditate, so this separation or distance. I am meditation and meditation is me. So that's kind of how I'll put it. So
Yeah.
master your mind. There's a lot of trash out here. There's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of identities. There's a lot of conditioning. It takes a little bit of practice, but if I can do it, you definitely could do it. So master your mind and meditation, and you'll be okay. You'll have the tools
Yeah.
to help you overcome the Maya delusional world, which is very overwhelming, and it gets overwhelming, by the day.
Yeah. I love that. Meditation's for everyone. Whew.
If
All
I could
right.
do it, you could do it.
Yeah, it's for everyone. Well, number 7, quote, I am speaking to you. You are listening to me. If you are comparing what I am saying with what you already know, you are not listening. Whoa.
Yeah, so Yogananda's place is called Self-Realization Fellowship. We realize the self. All we're doing in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, we're giving you the tools to realize yourself. If you know thyself, no one can tell you what you're not. When I used to DJ, if somebody told me I was a bad DJ, I wouldn't believe it. I know I'm a good DJ. So when you know thyself, other people's projections and ghost stories and narratives have no meaning to you. You know who you are, you know? And you become the king or queen of your castle. You govern it accordingly how you want. So anybody starts a sentence with you should, get away from that person. Do whatever
Get
you
away.
want.
Run for the hills.
Govern your kingdom however you feel like. Don't
Yeah.
don't listen to anybody. They have no clue how you feel inside you as you. So when you know thyself, you start to laugh at people telling you who you should be, what you should do, what you feel in your body. You know, you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. Government tells you, oh, you should do this. I'll do whatever I want as I please. The white coats, the doctors tell you, you should do this or that, you know? Yeah, I'll do whatever I want, you know? So you start to take your control back and take your beliefs back. Their narratives only work if you believe what they're saying. If you don't believe what they're saying, you laugh at it like the ghost story it
Ha
is.
ha ha ha
Ah,
ha.
cool.
Ha ha.
Funny joke, right? I should put this chemical in my body to protect me
No.
from this disease. No thanks. You know? Or I should get on an airplane and go fight some innocent people so you could buy a new boat tomorrow. No thanks. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you start to see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain and you start to take your control back. You take your power, your energy, your control, and your belief back. So, you know, don't give your belief to anybody. Use your own discernment, your own discrimination to make your own choices that serve you. And when people ask me, what should I do? That's a path you need to walk for yourself, right? I mean, people ask me what's the best asana, what's the best pranayama, what's the best meditation. I said whichever one uplifts you and makes you feel the best, that is the best. So we're all on different levels and different places on the spiritual path. How would I know what you need to do?
How
You
would I
know,
know?
if these are the tools I use,
I'm,
maybe they work for you,
yeah.
maybe they
I'm not your
don't.
boss.
Try them out. You know, if they work for you, put them in your pocket. You know, when I was initiated into Kriya Yoga, I learned thousands of Kriyas. You know, some work and some don't work. You know, the ones that work, I
Yeah.
put in my pocket. The ones that don't work, maybe they work for another yogi, or maybe I'll come back to it at a later date. But you know, it these are the ones I uplift me in the present moment, and I add into my sadness. So that would be the way I would describe it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. Number 8. To be alone is to be whole, not isolated. Isolation is the product of fear. Aloneness is the freedom from all
Mm.
influence. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Silence is the best teacher. The most profound yogis are sannyasis, renunciate. They renunciate the Maya delusional world. They be alone with themselves. Most people think, like, look at that guy in the cave. He must be in hell, like, you know? But he's more in a blissful place than you are, you know what I'm saying? So when you're alone with yourself, people look at it as isolation, but it's really going to your happy place and uplifting yourself and feeling good. So I don't see alone as being isolation. I see it as a breath of fresh air, a blissful place, going to my happy place when I'm alone with myself. So I encourage everybody to be alone with themselves and be alone with them thoughts, especially before you go out into the Maya delusional world where you're constantly bombarded by
Yeah.
distractions, billboards,
Yes.
commercials on
Ah,
TVs. You know, they're pulling your attention every which way you can. You go on Instagram, the algorithm, the timeline, YouTube, this and that. You know, so they're constantly trying to steal your attention. Buy, consume, consume, consume. You know, like the movie They Live. If you haven't seen that, watch that. That's a good one. So,
yeah.
you know, he puts on the glasses and he sees behind the curtain, you know, what their psyops are, what their psychic attacks are, their conscious attacks on you are. So, yeah, I would just say be sovereign, be free, and the quickest lightning path to this would be being alone with yourself. And you start to become the detached witness, and you see that silence is the best teacher, as my guru would always say. So, if other people think it's isolation and it's bad for you, who cares? Do what's best for you, you know?
Yeah.
And be alone with yourself. Silence is the best teacher, you know? So, they don't have the secrets to the universe anyway, so who cares what they say? Do what uplifts you, makes you feel the best. This is my best advice.
Good advice. And number 9. Sorrow comes when you want things to be other than what they are. Ooh.
Say that
Hmm.
one again. Let me
Sorrow
contemplate that. Sorrow.
sorrow comes when you want things to be other than what they are, like having
Oh,
expectations.
oh yeah, I get it. I thought you said sorrow, but I was like, sorrow? Why do we need that to come?
Yeah, I know.
You
I
know,
knew what was going through your head.
like my thoughts on suffering and sorrow.
Yeah,
I was like, I
no
don't want
sorrow
that to
here.
come. I'm sending sorrow out in the cold and rain. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't exist in
Bye,
my
Felicia.
universe. It's not a word of my vocabulary. Yeah, so they say that's like when you have expectations, you could be disappointed. This is when sorrow or suffering comes, right? But if you don't care or you don't have no dog in the fight, you let life happen the way it happens. Like, what do you think about that? Are you disappointed that America didn't win the World Cup? No, it happened the way it
Yeah.
happened. I didn't have any expectations. They probably got further than they got before. I'm not attached to it. I don't have no dog in the fight. Let this world happen the way it happens, and don't have no expectations. That way you can't be disappointed. Let it. All right, it happened the way it happened. I don't have no sorrow. Who is sorrow? I don't know
Sorrow
sorrow from
who?
a can of paint. It doesn't exist in my universe. What is suffering? I don't know suffering from a can of paint. It doesn't exist in my universe. These are lower emotions that I, I never heard of. They don't exist in my universe, or I'm trying not for them not to exist in my universe. So when I hear like sorrow or suffering, it's like planting a seed like that I don't want. No, nope, get out of here. You stay out in the cold and rain. Only higher frequencies, higher consciousness comes in. Unconditional love, helping, blissful, higher consciousness thoughts, self realization, Satchananda, higher consciousness. So, yeah, sorrow is a word that doesn't exist in my universe. I don't know you from a can of paint, sorrow. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
Goodbye. Well, my last quote for you tonight by J. Krishnamurti is life is a continuous process of dying to the past so that the present can bloom. Beautiful.
Yeah, so as yogis, I always say this when we wake up, we create Brahma. When we go through the daily activities, preserve Vishnu. When we go to sleep, we transform, we destroy Shiva, right? So the circle of life, the Holy Trinity, we're always doing that. It's always a process. So if you're going through something today, the sun will come out tomorrow, and we're going to wipe the slate clean and we'll start off fresh tomorrow. So no matter what has happened to you in the present moment, tomorrow the sun will come out and you have an opportunity to wipe the slate clean, start off again. Create, preserve, destroy. Create, preserve, destroy. Create, preserve, destroy. This is the circle. That's why I like dancing Shiva. That's what it is. The circle of life around dancing Shiva. Shiva Nagarash, the dancing Shiva statue, which I have in my room. So it's a good reminder of even if you're going through the worst thing in the present moment, we're going to wipe the slate clean tomorrow and start off fresh and do it all again over and over. So you should always have that mindset. No matter what has happened to you in the present moment, tomorrow is going to be a new day. The sun will come out, and it's a new opportunity to do better and wipe the slate clean and go as far as you can down the spiritual path. So
Yeah.
this would be my advice to everybody, to don't worry about it. Let it happen the way it happens. No expectations, no wants, rewards, desires. Let it happen the way it happens. And if it's a bad day, just like my guru said, call it a day, take a shower, and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Wake up and start off fresh tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Recharge your battery, let your system recover, and go through the circle of life. Create,
Yeah.
preserve,
Woo.
destroy. Create, preserve, destroy. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. So that's my process, and that's kind of how I would recommend everybody. So don't take anything personally. Don't think anything serious. Don't have no expectations. Let it happen the way it happens, and adjust and pivot and change directions accordingly.
Well, that was really good. Very inspired. So just a reminder, who this was. This was J. Krishnamurti. So very inspiring. Thank you.
J.
Yeah.
Krishnamurti. So 10 divine quotes from J. Krishnamurti, sent in by a beloved VGM Vedgari Moksha, interpreted by VGD Vedguru Dev. Hopefully this gives you some insight, the yogic perspective. And J. Krishnamurti. If you would like to support, I invite you to go to kriyayogamasterclass.com, the #1 yoga community on SKOOL, where seekers from around the world learn the sacred science of Kriya Yoga, awakening peace, clarity, and higher consciousness. Visit kriyayogamasterclass.com and join the masterclass today. Go to kriyayogashop.com. Inside the Kriya Yoga shop, you'll discover 108 Raksha beads and Vedgari Moksha's divine hand-painted artwork on t-shirts, notebooks, tumblers, and canvases. If this artwork resonates with your soul, visit kriyayogashop.com. Become a YouTube channel member here. Click the YouTube-related video here. Tap the subscribe, like, and hype buttons. Jai Babaji.